The beauty community isn't toxic. Jeffree Star is toxic. It's me, Tatiana. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm actually super excited because I've been wanting to do this video for a while, and I feel like right now there is just no better time to do so. I actually filmed this video earlier this week, but I was not happy with the way it came out, so here I am refilming it. So I hope you guys enjoy. But before I begin, I got some stuff to promote. My social media, of course, follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, on my makeup Instagram, and on my TikTok. I may or may not have an exciting project coming really soon, so if you guys want to know what that is, definitely hit that subscribe button and follow me on social media for updates. So my friend Felicity actually sent me this highlighter that I'm wearing right now. This is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb in How Many Carats, and I hope this doesn't really blind you. I think this is a mini version. I am so obsessed with it. I think it's so beautiful. It gives me a very natural glow. Like, I look like I've been sweating. I put this all over my lids, up underneath my brow bone, my cheeks, of course, and on my nose. I think it's so beautiful, and I just wanted to say thank you, Felicity, for sending this to me. I know I haven't posted about it on Instagram yet, but today's the day that I will do it. It's January 22nd. All right, feel free to hold me accountable.
I did it.
So it's no secret on this channel that I do not like Jeffree Star. I've made a few videos on him, and I do plan on making videos about Shane Dawson as well, coming really soon, one of which I'm going to be recreating his makeup looks, because that one I'm super excited about. But this video is going to be about Jeffree Star again. If you guys want to see the Shane Dawson video, you have to subscribe. I will leave a link in the description below to my Jeffree Star videos, but for this video, I feel like I'm going to be answering the same question that I myself have been asking within those videos. Why has Jeffree Star not been fully canceled? I had a breakthrough the other day, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Jeffree Star has found himself in so many controversies. I listed off the ones I can think of off the top of my head, and I came up with 20 controversies. 20 controversy. Yo, my hands are ashy. So this is a hemp sponge sugar and vanilla bean moisturizer, and I love it. It's so shiny, it smells so good. I'm getting off topic again. So yeah, 20 controversies ranging from the early 2000s to where we are today. So let's quickly go through the list that I've compiled in no particular order. Jeffree Star's lipstick Nazi brand in the early 2000s. The video compilation of Jeffree using racial slurs towards women of color back in 2004. Joking about splashing battery acid on a black woman's face to lighten her skin tone. Used the N-word in one of his songs, We Want Cunt, in 2007. Bragging about hitting a woman in 2010 at a club after they were quote-unquote talking shit. Told Makeup by Shayla, a black woman, that he'd beat her to the ground and that she looks more and sounds more like a man than he does. This was right before he called her a broke rat. Publicly called Jackie Aina a rat and the N-word through private text messages.
So upon my research, I have made a mistake. So he did not call Jackie Aina the N-word. I was referring to the word gorilla. He called her a gorilla. He did, however, use the N-word with the hard ER. It is censored here in this screenshot sent by, I believe, his former hairstylist, not Hair by Jay, but someone else. But yeah, that's what I meant.
He's also made references to her not paying her taxes. The boring Kat Von D controversy, I really just could not care less about that. The drama surrounding the cremated palette. The drama surrounding the orgy palette, accusing James Charles of being a predator. Being the first Dramageddon where all of his former friends were canceled for calling out his racist past while having a past themselves. Using Shane Dawson to redeem himself of his disgusting past without actually improving himself as a person. Being disrespectful to his fans on Twitter. Blocking anybody who isn't praising him, regardless if it's criticism from a fan or not. The fiasco that was the Chris Hansen interview last year regarding Davi Vanity, where he backpedaled on his claims that he saw Davi do sexual acts to minors. Joining Davi for another tour after making those claims. Going after James Charles' brother, who was only 17 at the time, for defending his older brother over claims that Jeffree Jeffree fabricated himself. The recent drama surrounding him, Trisha Paytas, and his former hairdresser, and of course using Black Lives Matter and the death of Breonna Taylor, Elijah McClain, George Floyd, and other victims to distract others from his own controversies. Obviously, there's more to that list that I just didn't add. Again, those were just off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure I missed any, so if I did and you know of any, leave them in the comment section below. And yet, he's still here. He still gets support. He still has people treating his makeup products like merchandise. Because let's be honest here, when was the last time you saw a Jeffree Star product being used in a favorites video? Being used in a video that isn't centered around that whole product in general, like a favorites video or a chill, chatty, get ready with me video. I feel like people only talk about his products when they just release. I do see his products being displayed in the background of videos because his products are pretty aesthetically pleasing to look at, but I would never see a beauty guru talking about that product other than a review after receiving it in PR or buying it themselves. I have tried Jeffree's formula and it's okay, it's fine. It's nothing remarkable or groundbreaking for people to cream their panties over, but it's not a bad formula. At least in my opinion, I've only tried it like once or twice. One of my favorite palettes on the pricier side, kind of comparable to Jeffree's prices, would be this Natasha Denona bronze palette. Oh, look, it's me. And if I'm being completely honest, the quality simply just does not compare. And Jackie Aina's collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills still has people talking about it 2 years after its release, and it was a limited edition. You can see I've made some use out of it. Definitely one of my favorite palettes. I used this palette recently in my Following a Hater's e-girl makeup tutorial. Link that in the description below. I still see people raving about this palette over on YouTube and Instagram. Jeffree can't really hold on to hype. This isn't new information either. This is something that I've noticed over the course of a few years, and people are still buying his products despite everything that's been revealed about him. And why? Why do people continue to support this man? Jeffree has 16.8 million subscribers at the time of me filming this video. Although his view count has gone down quite a bit since these controversies coming to light, he still manages to garner a minimum of 3 million views per video. With that being said, I don't think Jeffree Star will ever be fully cancelled, and let me explain why. I would say along with Shane Dawson, but Shane Dawson was never part of this community to begin with, and the whole palette was all a cash grab. I said it, I said what I said, and no, I will not take it back. Jeffree has a very cult-like following. It does not matter what Jeffree does, he will always have people coming to his defense no matter what he does, as we've seen through that list of unexcusable, inexcusable, whatever, disgusting, egregious behavior. People will either publicly defend him or keep quiet about the whole thing but continue to buy his products because they believe in separating the art from the artist. The issue is you're not really able to separate the art from the artist when it comes to Jeffree Star and Jeffree Star Cosmetics, simply because it's Jeffree Star Cosmetics. His name is within his company's name. He is the face of the brand. Now, I no longer support Too Faced because I don't support Jared Blandino or his actions. I think he's not that great of a person. That being said, I see why people would be able to separate the art from the artist because it is called Too Faced Cosmetics. It is not called Jared Blandino's Cosmetics. You have to look into the brand to find out who the CEO is, as opposed to Jeffree Star, where it's pretty self-explanatory who the CEO of Jeffree Star Cosmetics is. It's the same thing with Kat Von D back when she owned her own brand, Kat Von D Beauty, and she came out as being anti-vax. That killed her entire beauty brand because she is the name of the brand. Like, the messages that she puts out, she is also putting out for Kat Von D Beauty. She is the face of the brand. Her name is in the company's name. So her messages are directly tied to her brand. And that's why I don't really see how people are able to separate Jeffree Star from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I see why people would want to, but I'm simply saying that that mindset is incredibly flawed. At this point, I believe that Jeffree is perfectly fine with owning a successful makeup brand if it means all of his supporters are racist themselves. Racists support other races. Yes, I'm about to get political, so a perfect example of this would be Donald Trump's election campaigns in 2016 and 2020, one of which won. He won the election in 2016 and only 2016. It's scary knowing how many people are willing to openly support someone with such an evil and hateful mindset. But it showed us that even in today's day and age, racism is still very much alive and thriving, which is why I believe Jeffree Star will never be fully canceled. There's just way too many people backing this man up. There's also a lot of fear-mongering going on his part. He has admitted to having dirt on everybody, and they know how to keep their mouths shut.
And a lot of you are like, okay, how come she's never said anything about your friendship? Because I have dirt on everyone, and they know to keep their mouths shut.
Jeffree Star has made this community so toxic with just his presence, which is why a lot of the bigger YouTubers are way too scared to speak out against him, especially knowing how his fans are and the way that his followers react to anything negatively being said about Jeffree Star. Absolute mean girl behavior, and Jeffree Star knows this. Look at Manny MUA and Laura Lee. I say that Manny has recovered from the original Dramageddon, but Laura Lee, no one's really checking for her anymore. And they were his best friends. Now, I'm not excusing their behavior. I'm not saying that the things they said were right, but they were canceled over having a racist past, something that Jeffree Star has as well, if not even worse, like way worse than what Manny and Laura Lee has said, especially because we actually have video of the way Jeffree Star treated other people, specifically women of color. But his followers decided to forgive Jeffree and attack Manny MUA and Laura Lee. How does that make sense? It's because they don't really care what Jeffree Star is saying. They don't. They blindly support this man. They jumped at the opportunity to defend Jeffree Star because in their eyes, Jeffree Star simply cannot do no wrong because they're completely brainwashed. Jeffree Star knows the power that he has and uses it to his own advantage instead of humbling himself and using it to improve the beauty community. The beauty community isn't toxic. Jeffree Star is toxic. There are so many amazing beauty gurus that just get on camera and talk about makeup. I'll leave a link to a bunch of my favorite ones in the description below. Jeffree Star has given this community a very disgusting and terrible reputation. And the sad thing is, with me making this video, nothing's really gonna change. But I do hope this video helps you understand why Jeffree just won't be fully canceled and why he'll still be able to be as successful as he is despite all the terrible things he's done. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment down below on what you guys think of all this. Maybe you completely disagree with me. Maybe you do think one day we will hit a limit where everyone has had enough of Jeffree Star. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Follow my social media. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. It's totally fine. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.